Hey, what's up? devPuppy here. So this is the Quill scene I'm going to use for my the first scene in my meditation app. And as you can see, this kind of painted forest landscape. You can see the individual brush strokes, and the colors are really cool. I really like how it turned out. So I didn't make this. Named Nick Ladd made it, and I couldn't recommend him more because he's a total pro. Um, but yeah, this is the first kind of environmental scene. And the purpose of this meditation is to add these balls. I call them fuel balls, but who knows what they'll be called. Fuel balls to the flame to either get rid of negative feelings or manifest good feelings or manifest, things that you'd like to see in the future. So that's the purpose of the meditation. Audio has actually been recorded, so that'll be forthcoming. So I'm not responsible for the flame either. The flower, however, is mine. And if you look closely, there's some flickering going on, flickering light. And so I really like that effect. And it's a random flicker, and it goes with the size of the flame. All of this is made in Quill, by the way. And these fuel balls are me as well, created in Quill. So they're pretty low poly. Right now I have it so that a unlit material is present when it's selected, and then a lit material when it's not selected. Now the reason these ones are so bright is because there's a light right here, right where the flame is, that's shining off of these. If you look really closely, uh, you can actually see the flickering coming off of these energy balls. So this was my first kind of swing at it. And these balls, when you add them to the flame, low particle effect happens, and it will continue until you move it away. That's unity particles. And then when you add it, big red explosion. Add the yellow one, big yellow explosion. So the next part of this video, I'll show you what the current state of it is. So the explosion, that's too much. I wanted to get rid of that. These fuel balls actually do not work on the Oculus Go. It completely trips out the Go. It's hard to explain, but yeah, these do not work on the Go. And something about the particles makes it not go with the rest of the scene, because this fuel ball is animated at 12 frames per second. So is this candle. But then the particles are, 90 to 100 frames per second. So it kind of doesn't go. So I'm going to replace those particles, replace these fuel balls. The sound I think I replaced. And of course, the explosion is far too big for a meditation app. The next part of this video, I'll show you where it's at now. Welcome back. So this is the scene as it stands now. You can hear some very faint music in the background. That's just some royalty-free music. In fact, I'm thinking of replacing it with some music made by plants, believe it or not. You can hook up this biometer to plants and it will make music, which is incredible. So I'm thinking about that. Right now it's free. There's also kind of a crackling flame, kind of ASMR type thing. I had to turn it way down because I was feeling some ASMR from it, so it was a bit intense. But I think with the volume down, it's subtle enough. Another sound is hovering over the energy orb. You can see now the laser changes color to cyan. Now that wasn't hard, but what it does actually is it fades. If I look real close, you can see it fade on, fade off. I want everything to fade because it's meditation, so everything has to be easy on, easy off. Now when I hold, what you'll see is a pulsing laser. So this is actually an animated gradient. It's kind of lerping between two gradients that are similar. And I think it creates the effect I was looking for. And there's a humming noise as well. It's kind of white noise. Now the cool thing with this white noise is it goes with this sound. So that's just some white noise from that recording. I'm using a site called Noise, which is a bunch of instrument sounds, which has been amazing. So this is also the energy ball. The last ones I had to replace because they weren't looking good on the go. You can see this one works fine on the go, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to modify it slightly for different colors, so different shapes. Maybe they'll be spinning. This one just pulses and just has the color change, so I'm sure there'll be pulses and color changes in the other one. Also, instead of particles around the flame, when I hover over, it's actually made using Quill. So using the anim brush and a shader with alpha added, I can fade in and out the kind of flame ring. Original Quill shader, the unlit shader, does not come with an alpha setting, so you actually have to add that yourself and then multiply the color by the alpha, and then we can fade on, fade off. And if I pass through, you'll see it come on quickly and go off. So I'm really happy with that. And the explosion. Before it was a ridiculously huge thing. Now, a little Quill smoke. So I love it. Thanks for watching.
Hey, if you liked this video, hit that like button down below. And if you want to keep up with what I'm up to, hit subscribe.